Welcome to my week 5 video response, and we'll just get started with the questions, with the first one being, in what ways can you promote a tossed salad in the classroom? And I thought really embracing those months that are dedicated to ethnicities like Black History Month, because during that time, those recesses are going to be there, because it'll be like that month for them. So there will be a lot of like history already online specific to Black History Month, so you can show your students like videos about like Martin Luther King or really other really important figures for like that ethnicity, and maybe talking about their problems or struggles that they went through and things like that on those months for them. So like your students can know and can actually know about the history of each ethnicity, so that in the future, like if someone asks or someone doesn't know, like they can be the ones to tell them. And another thing would be doing a diversity day, because I know I used to do that in school, and that was always a lot of fun, because it'd be days or sometimes it'd be weeks that each day we'd have an activity. It'd be days that everyone would bring things from their culture. So like one day would be like pictures or videos of things that you've done, like traditions. Another day would be like attire, like traditional dressing from each culture. And my favorite day was always the food day, because everyone would bring their own food from their culture, and it was always so much fun, and it was so delicious, because like even those that were really picky eaters, like they'd be more open that day, because there's like, I've never tried this, and there's like some people that like, oh my gosh, I've heard of this and I've always wanted to try it. And then those students who really don't know anything, that day they get to try these things. They're like, wow, I've never even thought of like eating this before, and it's so good. Excuse me. So it really opens the mind of students to different cultures and like the foods that they have. Excuse me. And the second question is, how can you, as the classroom teacher, collect information on student background, culture, and needs in a non-intrusive way? I thought a way to do that could be like with finding about their culture and maybe like their background. It could be doing a family tree, so they could find out, like you could find out specifically what cultures they're from, and maybe like, oh, these are my parents, and maybe they left because of this reason, or my grandparents left this country because of this reason. Maybe having like little simple things where they don't go into specific, because it might be like a really personal problem that they can't talk about. But another activity that they could do is something that I've done before, but as like the student, we used to do family crests, and like the Scottish family crest, because those, every like specific thing relates to the family and like their history. So that's something that we used to do, and every like aspect that we drew on our crest had to be specific to our family. So that's a thing that we did. But there was also another one that we didn't do like the actual shape from scratch, but it had like it was divided into 6 spots, and each spot was a different question that we had to answer. So like one of the questions was, when you think of home, what is a common phrase that is said there, or like what do you think of, like as in words. Another one was like, what is your ethnicity, or things like that. And there was, what is your favorite food or your favorite color. So little things like that I think is a good way to figure that out. And those are my ideas. Thank you.